divine feminine energy. We've got some male energy. Stacy, could you, are you able to grab a few extra mats for that? And there's one up front, so we just need 3 more. Good morning. Good to see you again. Back to them. Very informal here. We're keeping it real. Probably one behind you, Lori. And there's one up here, so if somebody wants to come up to the purple mat. I love it how class doubles in size in 30 seconds. That's awesome. Beginning to look forward to Mondays even more. I already did. Mondays have been great lately. So, Elisa, if you need to scooch over, so actually over to your left, so you won't be in the way. Or either way, however you guys need to arrange yourselves, do so. So perfect, gorgeous, welcome. Namaste. So let's all take a deep breath together. Actually, just keep it running. Just keep it running. Once it starts.
Shut off.
Oh, it is.
It's starting back up.
All right, let's take a deep breath together. Deep in. And exhale out. And one more time, inhale deep. And release it. And again. And exhale out. Let everything go. You're here now. You're right and perfect on time. First timers, yes. I've met some of you. I've seen some faces, I think. So welcome. Thank you for coming. First time doing Qigong all together? Raise your hand. Good. Oh, wow. Now I just got really excited. Love introducing this practice to people for the first time. And you came on a day where I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to start out with some pretty deep breathing, some deep breath, just to kind of raise the energy. We may end up doing Qigong sitting today. That's another thing as opposed to standing. So I'm going with the flow. The flow is completely on, so to speak. And it's always on. However, some pretty big events happened this weekend, I think. I mean, aside from the obvious in terms of earthquakes around the world and tsunamis and so on and so forth, which we will hold all of our brothers and sisters in that space of love and light and safety and recovery as they work through those. But also some other big events happening on bigger levels, which I won't speak to any specifics, but there's, you know, we're in a conversation right now of consciousness and of energy, and this wave that is coming through right now as we speak is being supported in terms of, you know, astrological things happening, planets moving into certain alignments and into certain areas. So if you tune in that way, you can. If you read any of the local inspirational channeling messages that come from many different people who have the ability to speak with everyone, to Jesus, to Buddha, to the archangels, there's just a whole lot of stuff happening right now. And it would be one thing if 1 or 2 people were just talking about it, but wherever you look, everybody seems to be connecting in terms of the message, which is really, really beautiful because this has been talked about for a while. What I want to talk about today, really what keeps coming up is what I just said earlier, we're keeping it real. I can get pretty far out there. Just for those who know or need to know, I'm a triple Aquarian. So if you know anything about Aquarius, is times that times 3, and that's me. So that's my choice, having obviously come into this life that way. And I have a Capricorn moon, so that's the only thing that keeps me here with you guys at all. And I resisted that for a long time. I didn't even know I had a Capricorn moon, so I thought, you know, the minute I was on this planet, I thought, what the heck am I doing here? I don't think I even belong. And then I realized I do, and that we all do. And I stopped resisting my journey, my path, somewhat reluctantly, because I surrendered. I said, okay, fine, you know, whatever it is that I want to do obviously isn't working, so what is it that the universe, source, God wants me to do? And that was a big step about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a step that was building for 10 or 15 years. So I'm not going to get into my story and my history, but essentially, I can get out there. I kind of have always had, as you know, many people do, I'm not the only one on this planet that has the ability to see things or have gifts or talk what the future may bring. You know, we are entering into the age of Aquarius, so it may be the Aquarians that tend to be a little bit further out or on the edge. But all of us have the ability to see our future and our truth. And when you're doing that, keeping it real can be somewhat difficult because you look at the realities of your life, you look at the circumstances that you might be in, whether you're going through a relationship struggle, you know, maybe your partner or you decide that you want to end it, and you're like, I thought this was real, I thought this was going to be forever. Or you get that job or that career, and I thought that was what I wanted to do, I thought that's what my heart passion was, and at the time it was, and maybe it shifted and changed. You're like, now I can't stand doing that, I want to go do this. Or whatever, where I love this place where I live, but you know what, I feel like I'm being called to go somewhere else, and that just is crazy because I've got all this here. No, I put those examples out there because I have experienced every single one of those, and have moved through every single one of those, you know, as well. And it's always kind of brought to me the question, what is real? What is absolutely true? And the answer I got was 2 things. One, the Buddha says, we learn from things, everything's an illusion. There's no reality whatsoever. Because our minds create. Our minds have the ability to perceive our physical surroundings through brain waves, through optical nerves, through the sounds that we hear. I know that there's a bird out there because I can hear the bird. Can I see the bird? I know it's there. How do I know? Because I can hear it. But would I know it if I couldn't see it and couldn't hear it? Would it still be there? Absolutely. I'm not going to do it. You know, it's like that whole question, if the tree falls in the woods. I heard a joke last night. I won't go there. If the tree falls in the woods, it was Jon Stewart. It's kind of funny. But if the tree falls in the woods, you know, does it make a sound? So these koans, these philosophical questions, and the fact is, yes and no. It's all real, and yet it's all being made up as we're going along with it. And keeping it real is very important because your reality is what it is that you were creating right now. But there's another reality that expands. It's kind of like realities within realities within realities. My reality is different from yours now. My whole perception of reality right now is completely different because I'm looking in that direction, seeing what's behind you. And you're looking in this direction, looking what's behind me. And if we never moved from this point, our whole world would exist in terms of what we see. And until we are able to shift over to another perspective and look up and look down and look through, we don't really get to see everything that is absolutely real and real. And in fact, there's worlds on the other side of these walls that I may never see, physically as well as mentally. But that doesn't discount the fact that any of it is valid and that any of it is equally important. And one of the messages that I've been receiving a lot lately over the last few years is that things are changing at an exponential level. And I've been saying it for about a year and a half. Get ready to show up and get ready for change. Guess what? It's the only thing constant. And we know this. These aren't original ideas. I haven't even made up a lot of these phrases, but I know these because I remember and have applied the reality of those statements to the illusion of my life, which then I get to recreate over again. And my illusions are also made up in the dream state, you know. It's like, what is it that I want? What goal is it that I most desire? And I hear someone say, you know what, I would like that too, but I can't have it. And I go, you're absolutely right. As long as you keep saying that, you're absolutely right. The first step to creating your reality, your truth, is believing that you can. That's all. Qigong is very simple in its process. Qi is what? Everything. It's energy, it's Reiki, it's prana, it's breath. Just because you can't hold the air doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but you can when it forms into water. It's the same element. Just one added molecule. And then it becomes a very tangible form, and then you can actually take the same element in a different way. Simply by drinking. And it passes through us and into the oceans and the rivers and turns into vapor again and clouds and all over. The cycle goes over and over. And right now there's a lot of things that's going to happen that's going to make you question what's real. We're questioning it right now within the media, within the government. Everybody's saying, you know what, don't watch television, it's a bunch of bull. But what comes through the information, there is some really good stuff there. You know, Discovery Channel, History, there are actually some really good programs. But the news is the thing, right? Because we know that our governments are not always truthful, and they want us to believe a certain reality about what's happening. Yes, a lot of it is made up. But there's a lot of people that are out there watching it every single day, creating it as a part of their reality, and they walk around in fear. And they walk around in worry, and they walk around with guns and knives and put many, many locks on their doors. And more creates more, and more creates more. And then so now what has become an illusion through the tube has become more reality, and it one feeds the other. So if we shut it off down and we just cut it and say, you know what? The reality is, I choose to believe something different, that there's a multiple series of worlds beyond the walls that I can see, and I want to see beyond that. And in order to see beyond that, we often have to look within. Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. In order to see beyond that, you have to look within. And that's what we do with this practice. We keep it real. Sometimes I get a little bit out there, and I'm okay. I'm willing to kind of do that because guess what? Usually about 9 out of 10 times, not every time, I'm not 100% accurate, people come back and go, oh my God, what you said. It happened to me. Right. Now what? I don't know. No. Come do some Qigong. Come sit and talk with us. Come sit and play with us, come sit and move with all the movements of the energy fields. Because it is a mind, body, spirit practice. The first thing we understand is that the mind reads the Qi. And there are two minds. There's the physical mind, the one that's creating thought. And then there's the metaphysical mind, what I also call the heart mind, the one that's connected to the higher self, the infinite, all-knowing, cosmic, whatever you want to call it. Choose a word. That we also have the ability to tap into. That is way too much to fit into this physical mind, but this physical mind is like a computer processor. It processes, it pulls, it downloads information of what I need when I need it on this journey in this life. And that's what we do through the Qi, because it's all energy. And then we pull it into these bodies, and we work with these moving physical bodies. We feel the energy. Can I prove it to you? Absolutely not. Thank you. But can you prove it to yourself? Can you feel it? Can you experience it? Absolutely, and that's the truth, or your truth. And then we tap into, and all that's connected to the spiritual journey. So if you're in this class, you're going to hear me talk. We'll use the word spirit. Because it's just way too ridiculous in my mind to think that all of this is just chance and happenstance and simple evolution of things, and that we don't have any ability to experience and create on so many different levels. Qigong is a healing practice. We're always in the process of healing, to heal. Yoga, anybody who does yoga means to bring together, to yoke, to make two things separate come together. Same idea in Qigong. We are basically connecting our higher selves into our physical selves and into all the external energy. So we have internal, external, and universal energies. Internal is our soul, our higher self, our energy. External is everything else around, the air. This is called Totally Awesome QiGong. Why? Well, obviously, totally awesome, and you'll know that after you put your guys in it. But the other name, the sub is that this is divine breath form. So we work with the breath, qi, the energy of breath. And anybody who's ever breathed, I think there's maybe a feeling there. You might even be doing it right now. But when you really focus your intention on the breath, when you really pull in the energy of the breath, and you engage your mind and consciousness into the breath, watch out. Did a breathwork workshop this weekend, and I've done quite a few, but he reminded me, the facilitator says that the word breath in so many languages is the same word for spirit. I don't know all the words. Do you remember the word Ra? I know Ra. Those words. Sanskrit, Egyptian, Aramaic. All the ancient words, the same word to describe breath or breathing is the same word they describe soul or spirit. So they are one and the same. So this is divine breath form. And we'll use that breath. And then we'll tap into the energy of this planet, which we have to be on, which our physical bodies are made up of. Think about that for a second. Everything that you are came from this planet, physically. And everything that you are will go back into it, physically. About that for a second. We'll tap into the energy of the Divine Mother. Right? Simple as that. So we're keeping it real. And I'm okay to keep it real in my experience, and I know that some people will come here and go, that dude is crazy. And they'll come once and they'll never come again. And that's okay, because it's not for everybody. There's another practice out there for him or her. Or maybe they're just not ready for it, or maybe it's not ready for them. There is no right or wrong in this practice. If this is your first time or your 500th time, you will always get something out of it whenever it is that you show up. The important part is to show up. And show up for yourselves if nobody knows. Because there's going to be a lot of reality changes going on. I can feel it. And already people are starting to acknowledge it around me. And I'm like, yay. Because I do sit around going, God, that must be crazy. Someone please validate something for me. And it happens. And it's exciting. And it's cool. And it's whatever. I'm happy, so that's all that matters. I'd rather rock around with being crazy and happy than not. Okay. That was good. If I do say so myself. So I want to welcome the online group. We are streaming this online, just FYI, so if anybody was looking at what is all this equipment that he's got. I do have websites, and we're putting these messages out there and offering the practice online as well. So if you can't physically show up, you can always go online and just ask me for the links and after class, looking at my Facebook. And my name is Pheonyx, by the way, also known as Roldan. So I welcome you all. So covered QiGong is it's an age-old practice, 5,000 to 6,000 years. So you're in a long line of lineages right now in terms of this practice of healing. It's a healing meditation. It's a martial art. It's movement. It's sound. We'll have some music. Everything is visual, so we'll use a lot. The mind leads the chi. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. You'll feel it in one or a combination of 3 ways. Vibration is usually the primary. So hands vibrating, feet vibrating, somewhere along the body. Heat sometimes happens. People heat up once we start increasing the breath, especially we're superoxygenating, hyperoxygenating our body, which increases oxygen flow and energy. And the most crucial or encouraged is that when we go to create a chi ball, when we go to chi balling, that you'll feel the energy flowing, and I'll guide you through that process. And then looking for what feels like opposite ends of a magnet together, once we kind of get that. And it doesn't have to be necessarily strong, but as long as you just kind of connect with it, and again, allow the whole process to just happen, don't worry about it. And then we'll start moving it. And we'll do somewhere between 3 and 5 forms depending on time, and usually we can get through 4 to 5 forms, depending on how everybody is flowing through the stuff. All right. So you ready to do some totally awesome? QiGong, great. Let's go. I would like to just kind of go through the room and just say the vibration of our names, if we may, starting here. Ellen, we'll just go down, up and around, how you feel. So,
Allie.
thank you.
Eric.
Eric. Peter. Yes, Peter, Peter.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Mm.
Whoever feels up here.
Mm.
Delene.
Kathy. Marcia.
Marcel. All right. Take a deep breath. Exhale out. And again. And release. And one more time. So we're just going to start with just building up, and we'll do this seated. And we're just going to start with building up the energy with our breath. And so, just be sure you're comfortable however you are. And we'll do 3-minute runs of deep breathing. And how it's going to look like is simple as this. You're going to breathe in through your nose. Your mouth is going to be slightly open, just like, just so you can pass some air over the lips. And take a deep breath in through the nose. I'll show you what it looks like. Straight back, hips, and being sure you're planted on your mat or your cushion or wherever you are. Arms are relaxed, either on your hips or your knees. Just relax everything else and lengthen the back. And you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Closing off the esophagus. If you know pranayama or ujjayi breathing, it's instead of it's closing off the esophagus and slowly seeping the air out through and over the lips and the tongue. Breathe in. Really lengthening. And we can actually probably slow down the intake too. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale in through the nose again. And exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So the inhale's a little bit faster, maybe a 2, 3, but don't worry about the count. We're just going to go for 60 seconds. And the pace is going to be about 1 every 1.5 seconds. So I'll set the pace and it'll look like this. We're not going to start yet. Just listen. It'll go. Okay, got it? So in, out, in, out, in, out. And just find your pace, but kind of be in that. So take your breath. It'd be good if we're all together, but if you feel like you need to go a little bit faster, if you need to slow it down, do what it is. The important part is to pull the breath in. And I want you to visualize now, when you breathe this breath in, you're breathing in through the third eye and the crown. So as you breathe in, and does everybody know what a chakra is? Familiar with this chakra? So we have 7. So your third eye is your 6th chakra and your 7th chakra. So I want you to breathe actually in between the 6th and 7th chakra. So right about the top of the forehead. As you breathe in, you're breathing in and down to the 2nd chakra. Towards the 1st, but right in towards the belly button. As you exhale out, flow the energy out and down. So the visualization is breathing in, pulling it all the way down, exhale out, and visualizing a circular motion of energy, like this wave, this Ferris wheel of energy. So out, as it's out, it comes back up, in, and you're beginning to create this circular motion, okay? For 60 seconds, go ahead and exhale out completely. Forget everything that I said, and just trust the process. And begin. In, out, in, Good. Keep going. Taking it deep and looking for that circular flow, seeing it in your mind's eye. Good. About 10 more seconds. Keep going. All right. In, out, in, and on this last one, hold it in, squeeze and push, squeeze the energy like you're pushing it down towards the root, just kind of squeezing and pushing, tightening up, and release slowly out the mouth. Just go into normal breathing for a moment. Feel the energy. So you may feel a little bit lightheaded. That's part of the process of the oxygenation. We're not used to breathing full body breath. We're used to breathing short breaths in our lungs. So this opens up capillaries. This brings in more energy, more blood vessels, more white red blood cells into our system. So our bodies have to adjust slightly to it because it's like, whoa, hold on. But let that pass through and then notice any vibrations or any feelings, and you may begin to feel some vibrations. We're going to do this 2 more times. We're going to take it up a little faster on the second, and then to the third time we're going to go music terms, 8 count, super fast. For 60 seconds, that's all you have to do. And when we get down to that last, when I say last breath in, hold it, press it down like you're pushing this energy down into the root. In fact, imagine you're pushing it into the earth, and then release it out. Okay? So, prepare your minds. Let it all go. Take a deep breath. Oh, exhale out. And I'll set the pace. Begin. Good. Keeping that pace. In, out. In, out. Visualizing that circle of breathing in through the third eye and crown and down into the sacral and out in a circle up and around. Good. Keep it up. Good. Keep going, keep going. About 10 more seconds. Really deepening that in-breath and letting it out. Push through it. In, out, in, out, in. Hold it on the next in. Breathe, squeeze, tighten, push. And exhale slow, like seeping air out of a balloon. Take a normal breath. Be with it for a moment. All right, we're going to move into the third set here. Get ready. We're going to take this now up 1 more step faster. So it's going to be a pretty quick breath. It's going to be the most intense, but it's only 60 seconds, and you're already moving. You're creating a great deal of chi right now just with simple breathing. And then we'll start to move this. So exhale out completely. And the pace will be, I'll set the pace, and begin. Good. Keep going, visualizing that circle now, really moving around and around. Breathing in from the crown, down, and up again. Beautiful. About 10 more seconds. Really go deep. You can do it. 5 more. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Hold it. Squeeze. Push all this energy now into the fingers, into the toes, into the hips, into the earth, into the crown. Spread it out. And slowly release. How are you feeling? Okay, everybody good?
Awake.
You're what?
My back is hurting a lot. I have
A lot less now. Awake, somebody said. Tingly. Good. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Good. That's what I want. Tingly feels good. Yes. Now I see the smiles. All right. Welcome to QiGong. So that's a new practice we'll start incorporating in class. It's a way to really build this energy up. You can do that. That's 3 minutes, and you can build the chi. So if you feel a little bit tired, you feel a little bit, and you're like, how do I move some energy, open things up? Visualizing that and moving the chi out, and just kind of being with it. And I did it during the meditation for about 20 minutes, so I was feeling pretty good when you guys got here. So, and it connects everything, opens things up, it starts moving its spirit, its breath. Cool. All right. Everybody feel comfortable standing? You feel like you can stand okay? All right. Good. All right. So go ahead and shake out, straight out your legs, and we'll do standing qigong.
Is it okay if I sit?
You may sit. If you prefer to sit today, you're more than welcome. Some people have been doing this for a while, and so and I like to sit a lot when I'm doing my individual practice. But starting out, especially with a new pose, we usually start standing. Move myself up. Keep your eyes online. That works. All right. So take a deep breath. Have you shift over to you know, that's good. You can come back a little bit over just the Mimi. There. Duh. All right, so feet are planted on your mat, width apart. And just go ahead and just take a few deep breaths here. Relax the hands by the side, right side. Here's some music. Chin is level with the floor, shoulders relaxed and back. Mountain pose, as it's called in yoga. I call it kind of tree pose. I call it tree pose because we're going to be planting some roots and extending some energy up now as we extend this energy into external and universal sources. So relax the hands by the sides. Allow the energy to continue to flow that we allowed and pushed out to our hands and feet in the opening practice. And gaze is slightly on me, especially if this is your first time. And take a deep breath in. And exhale out. And again. And exhale. And now we'll begin to slow down the breath. We're going to slow down the breath to about a 4 or 5 count. So instead of going fast, we're going to go the opposite direction and deepen the breath and slow it down. But the same thing of breathing in through the upper chakras and down right now into the base. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, release the air out the nose. The mouth is closed. Bring your awareness to your belly button, to your solar plexus and sacral chakras, and breathing into the belly. And as you exhale out, release it. Pull that belly button in towards the spine. And And relax the belly muscles, the abdomen, and allow the breath to flow again down in towards and through the core. On your next inhale, bring your awareness now to the root chakra. The root chakra is located at the base of the spine behind the reproductive organs. And the associated color is red. So inhale as you breathe into the base of the spine, like breathing into the tailbone and pelvis. Exhale out and allow this red, beautiful light to expand at the base. See it in your mind's eye. Allow yourself to be like a child and use your imagination and your visualization. And again, inhale deep, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out, 2. On the next inhale, breathe in, down, and as you exhale, visualize, see roots growing out from this chakra, like roots of the tree, extending front and back, left. Going down towards the thighs and into the knees and into the calves, towards the feet. Inhale again. Continuing the breath downward, and as you exhale, exhale downward as well now, sending those roots down from the root chakra into the feet, into the mat, and into the floor of the body. Planting those roots into our space and sending them down towards the earth. Inhale again, increasing the light, see the color red expand, and as you exhale, now send those roots through floors and subfloors into the basement and into the soil and rock and rivers below. Picture the center, the heart center of the planet, the moving, molten, and obviously moving because tectonic plates are shifting right now. And the heart of this planet is sending some energy up and out and making things happen. But tap in, see the center of this planet, the heart of Mother Gaia. And as you inhale, increase this energy from your internal chi, from the root. And as you exhale, extend and expand this energy down. And wrap those roots around the heart center of this planet. Feel her energetically. Healing and life-giving energy. And as you inhale on the next inhale, begin to reverse that flow, pulling in your mind. See it in your mind's eye, extending and pulling energy up that root system, pulling it all the way up in the center through the earth. Breathe it up into the feet, ankles, knees, and calves, or on through the mat, through the hips. And breathing it into the root, into the base of your spine. As you exhale, allow this energy to just expand and fill that space. This is called rooting. Very simple term. Try to keep things easy here. And we'll continue to allow that energy to just flow throughout the rest of this practice. And we'll use our breath to continue and keep those channels open. Bring your awareness now to your crown chakra. The crown chakra, for the purpose of this class, is located right up where the hairline and the forehead meet. So not necessarily on the crown, at the very top of your head. I want you to visualize it near the front, just for the purpose of this class today. And inhale, breathing into that space. And as you exhale, like a flashlight, point this chakra, this white light. See a white light extending up towards the ceiling. Keeping on the breath, practicing and improving the clarity and the awareness on our breath. Inhale again, breathing into the crown, slow, 2, 3. As you exhale, extend this energy up and out now, sending that beam of light from the crown of your head up through the ceiling and up through the roof. Sending it into the space above this building, seeing a beam of light cut through the clouds and sky. Knees are soft, allowing the energy to flow up the legs while we continue to breathe, and now focusing on the crown. Inhale again, increase the white light, this beam of light, and as you exhale, now send it out across the universe. See a star, see a pinpoint of light, see something in your mind's eye. Represents your higher self. This is your connection to the infinite mind and all that is, the great source creator, the thing, the part of you which never leaves you. And as you inhale, increase the shaft of light, the volume, the clarity, and as you exhale now, extend this light all the way to that star. After you forget all that is. Feel the great love and all the conscious beings that live in and around this vast universe of universes. Connect with yourself. And on the next inhale, pull this energy down that shaft of light. See it like beams, like pulses of energy, waving and coming down to acknowledge you and your practice and your presence here on this planet. Breathe it in. Allow the energy to flow down through the crown into your physical body. From here on out, we'll continue the breath, breathing up and down simultaneously in our mind. That's how it'll work. So we're going to bring this in towards the heart chakra now, bring it in towards the center. On the next inhale, bring your awareness up and down simultaneously. So exhale out completely. Inhale up into the belly button and down into the third eye. See the colors orange and violet expand in those areas. Orange at the belly button, violet at the third eye. Exhale out. Awareness now on the solar plexus. Breathe in and breathe up. See the color yellow and down to the throat. See the color blue. Exhale out. Now bring your focus to the heart chakra, the center of your chest. Breathe in and see the color green. Breathe up and down from root and crown. And as you exhale, allow this green light energy to expand out towards the shoulders. Relax everything. A couple more deep breaths. Breathe up and down from root and crown into heart. On the next inhale, bring your hands together, open your eyes, gaze forward, and bring your hands together to a palm-to-palm connection. Go ahead and open your eyes so that you can see what it is. So remember, we are moving this energy through our physical form. So from this point on, I'm going to ask and encourage you to keep your eyes open. Why? Because when you tap into the energies and you start flowing this energy up and down, especially if it's your first time, it's like awesome, right? So you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm going to close my eyes and I want to feel it. I can see it in my mind's eye. But what I want you to do is be able to incorporate this energy into your everyday life, which means eyes wide open. So this is not so much a transcendental meditation. I also don't want you going off. And you will. If your eyes are closed, I'll lose you because this is what it'll look like. I'll be like, hands up, and you'll have your eyes closed, and you'll be like, I'll be, hello? And you'll be like, you're stuck because you're somewhere else already. So eyes open, you'll be able to follow me and pay close attention to the practice and feel the energy, visualize the energy with your eyes open. Cool? So palms together, take a deep breath in, pulling up from root and down from crown into the heart, exhale out. Fingers are not touching. You've got about 5 or 6 inches apart, and the palms are pressed towards each other. Inhale out, extend. Exhale, press now, sending that energy from the heart down, shoulders, elbows, wrist, hands. And visualize, focus your energies in the space between your hands. Go ahead and press together, Eric, with us. Thank you, sir. Inhale out again. Exhale, press. Sending more energy into the center in the space between your hands. Inhale out again. Gathering up more external, and as you exhale, press, sending this energy in towards the middle. Begin to press on chi. What does that mean? Bounce the hands back slightly, back and forth. And what you're looking for, you're feeling for this energy flow. You're looking, feels like a rubber ball, like an invisible rubber ball between your hands. I'm seeing some nods and some smiles. Good. Open up the elbows out slightly. Good. Chi loves round spaces. When we do this, we're closing it off. When we do this, we're opening up. It's like a pipe, if you would. So close the pipe, open the pipe. Continue to press on chi, finding the opposite edges of that. And it feels like two opposite ends of the magnet pushing together. Bring your hands in a little bit closer together. Good. Now, take a moment to create your intention. Your personal purpose for being here right now for this practice. I believe intentions are important and in fact necessary. For us to create what it is that we want, we have to know what it is we want to create. So take a deep breath. And as you exhale, allow those words, those intentions, that question to drop through third eye, throat, into the heart chakra. Just see them fall. Inhale into the heart, expand this energy out. And as you exhale, press and send all that energy down, shoulders, wrists, elbows, into that space between the hands. Sending our intention and sending our gratitude for having the opportunity to ask. Go ahead and keep expanding and press. Do it 3 times. One more time. Inhale out. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and separate. Mind leads the chi. So remember, where the mind goes, the energy flows. Separate the chi now into 2 beautiful halves, 2 balls of light, and just hold them in the palms of your hands as you bring your hands down to your side. The palms are facing in towards the thighs. Take a look down if it's your first time doing this, and just see where your body is and what it looks like. Open up the elbows towards the outside. Commit the visual to your physical mind memory, and commit the feeling of this pose to your body's memory. Beautiful. Palms up. Exhale out completely. As you inhale, rise, pull this energy up. Slowly. This is 1 breath. Eyes open, gaze forward. Just rising up to a Y, about 2/3 of the way. Relax the shoulders here. Soften the knees. Make sure you don't have a lock in the knees. Exhale out now. Open and chin and chest. Like lean back slightly, opening chin and chest to sky. Begin to inhale. Pull the chin back level with the floor. Gaze is forward. And imagine the sun hovering right above the crown of the head. Reach for the sun. Pull it down. And remember, for the purpose of this class, I want you to have your crown chakra located right where the forehead and the hairline meet. So your hands are going to come down slightly in front of your body. So you're going to make a couple of adjustments. So just hold this pose for a moment. So grab the sun up here, pull it down, right about 6 inches on the counter, and get to the palms of the hands. Hands are pointed. So that's your stopping point. Got it? Beautiful. How do you do it? Gorgeous spot, just turn the hands down. So you're going to scan your body here in just a second. We're going to take this energy and scan your physical form. So you're going to send from the palm of your hand is where the energy extends out of, from the very center palm. This is your heart center right here. We call it the palm spring in QiGong. So, or in this QiGong. Just like beautiful. Fingers are open. Gorgeous. Take a deep breath. And now exhale, pull this energy down, sending energy out of the palms of the hands through each layer, each chakra. Now pay attention to your hands, because what's going to happen is they're going to want to do exactly this or go down to the ground. Keep them 45, angled, like you're scooping, like you're squishing, squeegeeing your body. Remember those roots you planted into the earth? Send what no longer is, just clean out the pipes and send it down into those roots and wrap the good stuff around. Do this a couple more times for the technical part. We've got some new folks, and then we'll get up and get into the flow. Hands up. Inhale, rise. is actually a gathering process of pulling up more external energy up and around us. 2/3, exhale out, release, chin and chest. Inhale, bring it back in. And it's just a rotation at the shoulders. Reach for the sun. See it above the crown. Exhale, pull it down, or actually just pull it down right now. Check your form. You should be able to look up and look right into the center of the palm of your hands. Open up the fingers instead of closed. Good. Take a deep breath in. And now exhale, those balls of light turn into shower heads and you're washing through crown chakra, third eye, eyes open, gaze forward. Keep those bodies in close to your body. You're about maybe an inch, or 2. Adjust those wrists so those hands stay pointed slightly towards the body and down towards you. Release, let go, whatever no longer serves, clearing out the internal energies, wrapping around. This is called sun salutation with a full body rinse. You're welcome. Inhale, rise. So it's part gratitude, just opening up the practice. 2/3 of the way. Exhale, release, knee soft, chin and chest to sky. Now sending this energy up that beam of light. Inhale, bring it back in. Grab that sun. Pull it down towards the crown. Relax the shoulders and just now continue to flow on the exhale, allowing this energy to flow through your hands, washing through the body, clearing out the chakras. We'll do a total of 5 passes. Now washing this energy through physical, muscular, skeletal, neurological. Wash it down the root system. It's like taking an internal shower, letting all the dirt and muck go down the drains. Continuing on the breath in. Exhale, expand, release it even more, let it go. Inhale, bring it back in. Gaze forward, chin level to the floor. Reach for that sun, pull it down to the crown. And continue the flow now through each level. Taking a second breath in at the heart chakra, if you need to, so especially if this is new to you. And exhale, continuing to press on the exhale. Pressing this energy down, adjusting those wrists slightly. If you need to look at where they are, that's fine. So you can create some physical memory. Send it out, down and around. Let's do it one more time. Hands around. Inhale, rise. Actually, I think we'll do longer sets today, but we just do 4. Exhale out, let go, release. Chin and chest, lift it up, open it. Inhale, bring it in. Grab that sun. And exhale, pull it down. Washing it now through other physical forms, through organs, through lungs, heart, chest, spleen, bladder, liver, intestine, stomach, reproductive organs. Washing it through, clearing it out. White light shower. Wash it around, elbows out, continue on the breath. Let's do it 2 more times, actually. Let's do a total of 7. Exhale, release. Knees soft, chin and chest. Inhale, forward. See that sun, pull it down towards the crown. All the balls of light turn into shower heads and wash it through now. And great. Keep it up. Keep going. get to the base of this one, go ahead and go and do your last one. You're up. Final pass through on this set for the practice. Releasing, letting go, and no longer worrying about it. When you get to the tops of your thighs, just pause there at the top. Don't go around. Point the fingers down and out 45 degrees at the tops of the thighs, at the top of that root system. Take a deep breath in. Breathing into the crown, and as you exhale, release now and send all of that energy down the roots, like clearing out, sending white light down, cleaning out the pipes, letting go of any residues, blowing it into the earth to be recycled and renewed. Thanking her, taking her craft, metaphysically speaking, turning it into fertilizer, wrap the hands around. Move forward. Alright. So, anytime you start to feel a little bit, because I know standing for 45 minutes straight without breaking your feet is a bit of a challenge, but always you can kind of move, shift the hips and bend the knees to kind of get a little bit of a, stretch. The idea is to kind of stay grounded. So, and I also will encourage you that if you come to class again, which I hope you will, bring a bottle of water with you, because there will be opportunity to take a water break, or you just take a break whenever you feel like is necessary. This is a detoxification process. We're moving energy, which is connected to other things, and so on and so forth. It's just like if you have a Reiki session, how they encourage you to drink lots of water. You should be drinking lots of water. So, just being said. So, hands by the side. Good. Moon form. I'll be your mirror. Go ahead and just leave your right hand where it is. Left hand, flip it up, just like we did in sun salutation. Exhale out completely. Begin to inhale slowly and rise. A rounded form. It's kind of like 1/2 of sun salutation beginning. However, we're going to keep going and rise into the crown. Once we reach the crown, begin to exhale and see your shoulder. Go ahead and take a look over to your right shoulder, just to see where it is. And reach your hand to the outside edge of that right shoulder. Good. Now look back up front. Now exhale, begin to flow that energy down the arm, not physically touching the arm, just maybe about 1 inch or 2. Down the elbow, wrist. You get to the wrist, flip that right hand up, palm towards the ceiling. Release the energy into the right hand, just see it in your mind's eye. Imagining a beautiful moon hovering out in front of you. Your hand is coursing around the edge of that beautiful full moon. Exhale, reaching over now to that left shoulder. Palm towards the outer edge, running energy down tricep, elbow, forearm, pulling the energy into the wrist. Flip that bottom hand up, just turn it. When you get down to the wrist. There you go, keep going here. Flip it up. Palm to palm. Good. Release into the left. Rise it up. This is a yin-yang balancing form, balancing energies from left to right. Exhale, release. And flow that hand on the opposite side of that moon over to right shoulder, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist. Flip that bottom hand up, just turn it. And palm towards the sky. Release, let's do it again on the right side. We'll incorporate a twist in the front. Exhale down. Right to left palm slightly over to the side. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, press the energy over towards the left. Like you're holding that invisible ball and you're just squeezing and the ball is like a little engine that pushes you over. Release now the energy into the right and to the left hand. Inhale, rise. Moon forward. Leaving that right hand just where it is. Coming into the crown and exhale down, reaching over. Shoulder. Force it through and down. Elbow. Forearm. Wrist. Lift that bottom hand up. Come to a palm-to-palm connection and press on the exhale over from left to right. So it's just a palm-to-palm in front. There you go. And press over. Allowing this energy, this momentum to take you 45 degrees to the other side. Once you get that, release the energy into the right hand. Imagine that moon rising up around. Good. Scooping the hand out and around. It's a big, beautiful moon. It's right here. You're just running that hand around the outer edge of that moon. Good. Beginning to exhale down on the other side. Beautiful. Coming close to the moon. Not touching it, but maybe about an inch or two. Pulling that energy down, mind needs to chi. Coming to the wrist. Lift that bottom hand up. And press over to the other side. Exhaling as you press. And then when you go ahead and keep going if you're on your own. Release. Inhale out. Exhale down. Streaming that energy through the palm of the hand, running it down and into the bone of that right arm. Increasing red blood cell flow, production of white, healthy white and red blood cells. Come to a palm to palm and press. If you're lying down, then just begin to rotate. You won't be pressing as much over to your side. Inhale out. Begin the exhale on in the crown, exhale down, holding that 45 degrees over. Stay gazing over into that other direction. Pull it down. Lift that hand up. Palm to palm, press. Let's do it one more on each side. Release. Inhale, rise. Big moon. Make it even bigger this time. Big and round. Exhale down. Shoulder, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist. Lift it up. Open up those elbows. Watch those elbows dropping in towards the body. And inhale, rise one more. Last time on the right. Exhale down. Flow through. Come to a palm to palm when you get there, and then just press back to the middle and back to center. Drop your hands down to the lower dantian. A dantian is just a combination of your first and second chakra. Your middle dantian, we have 3 of them. Middle dantian is a combination of your third and fourth chakra. Third and fourth being solar plexus. And 5th, 6th, and 7th is your upper dantian, and the combination will be your third eye. So I think we'll do a couple of waveforms and we'll work on the dantians. So palms in towards the body now, at that lower dantian, so right about right below the belly button at the elbow. Elbows are open out. Let's go ahead and inhale, expand the energy, and let's do 3 gatherings as we inhale up and down toward the crown. Exhale, press. Flowing that energy down the arms into the space. Inhale out again. Exhale, press. Building up the flow between inhale out again. And exhale. Eric's like a condor. His arms are so long. He's like so large. Do that again. Inhale out. It's like a bird. I love it. Palms in towards the earth, yes, towards in your earth, which is your root chakra and second chakra. Point the palms up towards the ceiling, like holding a platter. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out, release and flow this energy out, staying below. So it's about 5 or 6 inches. Flow the hands over, just twist the wrist. Inhale, pull this energy back in towards the left arm. Good. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, palms up. Imagine an ocean wave. You're standing on the edge of a shore. Inhale and waves are flowing in and out. Out on the exhale. And back in again on the inhale. Coming up now on that shore. Inhale, rise it up to the middle dantian, right below the heart. Palms up, exhale out. Knees soft, allow the energy to just flow. So you're up at the heart, or just below the heart. Exhale. Inhale, pull it in. And one more time, exhale. One more time, breathe it up. Deep breath into the third eye, palms up. Now here it's a little harder to point the palms up to the sky, but just do your best. Exhale up. Rotate those wrists. Inhale, pull it. And again, exhale out. Just continuing on the breath now. Inhale, breathe. And one more time out. And breathe it in. Rise it up. Ocean wave onto the shore. Kids running away, screaming, ah! That's so fun. And allow these waves to flow like a big crash, ocean wave on the rock. Reach slightly behind you and wrap it around, wave coming back out to sea, around rocks. Flow it back in, palms towards yourself, and let's continue on the breath, and we'll just do 2 sets. Exhale out. Inhale, breathe. Exhale out. One more time, exhale out. Healing the flow. The more we give, the more we receive. Inhale, bring it in and up. Middle dantian, lower heart. Exhale, release. Awesome. Exhale, release. And one more time. So it's 3 outs and 3 ins on each level. On the third in, breathe it in, breathe it up, rise it into the next dantian, third eye, palms up, exhale. And again. And one more time. Knees soft, breathe it in, breathe it up, upper chakras, rise it, turn the hands out, palms, ocean wave crashing on rocks. Flow it slightly behind you, and wrap it around, Come to a palm-to-palm connection with your fingers towards the earth, and go ahead and begin to connect the fingertips one by one. Take a look down, see where your fingers are in case you've lost sight of them. And come into prayer, flip the hands into the heart. Begin the inhale slowly, tiny breath rising up through the upper chakras, like a stem of a lotus rising up towards the surface of the water. Come into the upper crowns. Begin to separate pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, one at a time, and point the hands out. Really make a rounded shape like a flower petal opening towards the sky. So those elbows are rounded and soft, shoulders are soft. Palms facing out, fingers up towards the sun. Come floating down, and now close those petals up, palms in, elbows out. Rounded shape as we get to the closed cycle at the end of the day. Fingers together again, flip the hands up. So this is a pause of the breath. From here to here, there's no breathing, just FYI. So when the fingers come together, hands come together, it's a pause of the breath, just a pause, and then the inhale begins. Pulling this energy up into the upper crowns, pinky, middle, pointer, thumb, palms out, fingers open. Exhale down. Thousand petals towards the sky, feeling the energy of the sun flows down and through. Palms in, float the palms in together, elbows out. Fingertips leading the way. Connect again, pause on the breath, float it up, and begin breathing. Do this 3 more times. Giving up the gratitude for this practice, saying thank you for the opportunity to just be here, thanking ourselves for the choice to get up on a Monday and come to class, to learn something new, to ask for and be willing to receive healing on whatever level we're seeking. Every day is a new opportunity to expand. Every breath is what's required of us right now. Let's do it one more time together. Come on. Inhale. Om Mani Padme. Jewel is in the lotus. Exhale, release. Put hands in, elbows out, and just come to a palm-to-palm connection. Take a deep breath. Begin to rotate the wrists back and forth like making a meatball, like you're packing in. And it could be a vegetarian or vegan meatball. It doesn't have to be meat. I just realized I've been saying that for a long time in Asheville, and I haven't been sensitive to the vegetarians. So it could be a soy meatball, that's okay, but really what we're looking forward to is a seed. We want to plant the seed into our bodies. So just pressing this energy down from the heart. Remember your intention, your willingness to receive as you flow this energy from the heart down the arms and into this tiny seed into the middle of the hands. And press it down, see an apple, an orange, acorn. Be whatever seed you choose with your cheek. When you get to that tiny seed, when you see it in your mind's eye, and you feel it in your hands, just hold it. Planting seeds as we go. Right. It's going to go. We've been doing it for years. Where you been? Take a deep breath. Take the top hand and place it under the mouth. Let's plant this up into the heart. Bring your hands up to the heart chakra. Palm towards. Inhale deep. Exhale, press and plant the seed into that green, that beautiful green. Open to receiving space. Take a deep breath in, allow it to root, allow it to begin to germinate. Deep sigh, release, breathe. Inhale over and around, tiny little circle. And we'll do this 9 times, small to big. 2, 3, slightly bigger still. 4. Lower chakras and coming up off the body into the upper. 7. Down below the root. 8. Up into the round. Big now. 9. Come all the way to the base. Pause. And reverse the flow, big to small. 9. 8. Smoothing out, just kind of clearing out, smoothing out the chakras. Fertilizing the field. I lost count already, I talked too much. 4. So 4. Reconnecting around 4. Coming towards the heart. You have to count properly. 2. And 1. There's no right or wrong, so you know, do 100 if you want to, or do 2.
I'm trying to rub your belly at the same time.
And rub tap your head and rub your belly at the same time. Take a deep breath in. Good. Release, blow it out, shake off the hands, shake off the feet, bend the knees. And close with 3 closing breaths. All right, feet together. Inhale, rise. Palms into the sky. Exhale, pull it down to the heart. You may repeat after me. With this practice, I empower my mind.
With this practice, I empower my mind.
Thank you. Exhale, release it. Inhale, rise. Pull it down. With this practice, I heal my body.
With this practice, I heal my body.
And exhale out, release it. Up. Inhale, rise. With this practice, I connect my heart and soul.
With this practice, I connect my heart and soul.
It's a privilege and honor always to share this beautiful practice with anyone who ever decides to show up. And thank you all for showing up today, for supporting this practice with your minds, with your bodies, with your energy. And you can also support the practice financially so that we can continue to offer this here at the center. So, namaste. Tell your friends. Please come again. Have a beautiful night. All right, you can roll up your mats if you would, and there's a box behind the screen, and the blankets go up on the shelf, so if you can help us with that, that'd be great. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me know. We have water here, and just bring water with you next time you drink if you think about it, or bring a bottle, and you can always fill up here as well. All right, thank you guys.